The Kingdom of Cumbria is a small region locked between many hostile realms, all of which see its cold hills and chilly waters as mere obstacles to better places. The people of Cumbria have often been used as a crossroads of war, with Vikings like Ivar the Boneless marching into Northumberland through these hills. Even kings like the Gaels of Scotland love to plunder and make war in these lands, and as such, the Cumbrians have had to work hard to keep themselves alive. A strong-hearted and willful people, Cumbria is home to the Alt-Clit House, who were once kings in this land. Today they've been reduced to a small but centralized territory, surrounded on all sides by enemies. Nonetheless, what once stood here could indeed stand again, and perhaps one day something even greater. What violence the Danes bring, they also bring in equal measure change. The Saxons brought the Britons to heel long ago, and yet they may find themselves facing the same fate at the hands of the Danes. Uneasy alliances built on opportunism and the greed of short-tempered lords could carve the path for a Cumbrian rise to power. If only the Alt-Clit king, Ardgal, were young enough and energetic enough to keep up with the politics of today. No matter, he need only survive long enough to raise an heir with the vigor that he lacks. Can the Alt-Clit family navigate its way through the many powerful houses that have entrenched themselves in Britain's politics? Or will they become the pawns of powers that have long since forgotten their illustrious name? Let's find out. This guy's really bad. It's okay though. I could use a challenge, right? Maybe we actually play the game like, trying to accomplish something that can be difficult to do, right? So rarely do I do... I'm always so focused on the story, right? Question is, which of these holdings would we want to keep, realistically speaking? Definitely this one, because it's the capital. But hills, plains, hills, plains. Could also try to get more domain limit. I think we keep, the plains will have better buildings. But the hills will give us more levies because we have Highland warriors. To be fair though, like levies, if we're being real, who even cares, right? We're gonna have to take advantage of the fact that we are stalwart defenders and stoic. This gives us like 15. So this is an OP combo I actually use a lot in challenge runs, and that's that stoic gives you 5 defender advantage in your holding. So if you're sitting on your own holding, then you'll have like bonus 5 advantage. And then Stalwart Defenders gives you 5 advantage in general whenever you're defending, whether in enemy territory or not, and then 5 more for if you're controlling the territory you're defending in. So that includes sieges. So if you have sieged a place, you consider to be controlling it. It's like, oh, they can't hear me when you're in front of the mic. They can't hear me like this. So we could also try to farm money off that too, because the people might declare war on us and we get double money. Oh, mic's falling over. Sorry. Okay. Moving the mic over here. Moving the mic over here. There you go. Like maybe if I scratch her a bunch, she'll choose to fall asleep or something, I don't know. But point is that we do have some advantages that we can use. Can we get a good, like, alliance, maybe? We can ally with Jorvik? We can ally France. Okay, well, here's what we kind of... Do we actually want to just ally, like, the Vikings? Wait a minute, is that... Why is he willing to even accept this? Oh, because, he's hostile. Dude, actually, I forgot about this change, but... Because Asatru is polytheistic, right? Polytheist, is he as hostile, which means that we can intermarry. I totally forgot that that was ever a change that was made. Was that now, like, you can actually marry Viking people as a Christian. Yeah, it sounds like kind of too good to pass up. So I think we will take you and ally ourselves to Jorvik, which means we will fight the Saxons. Let's consider this in terms of the roleplay to be that we have a common enemy, which is these Saxon scum, you know? Guess we grab Chivalry. Good focus. We're gonna give away Mabel to, I guess, my heir, right? Why would we give it away to anyone but our heir? And then we can give away Kyle as well. I guess these don't really matter too much because they both have 2 development. Jesus. Everything here is no dev. And they even have the same buildings, so I suppose we just give... This one has a city though, so it's better to give this one away. Give this to my grandson. There you go. Beautiful. And then what about special units? Do we have anything good? I know we have these special cavalry, these Tulu. They're actually a lot like caballeros down in Iberia. They're very similar to caballeros. If we look at what those are, these are cavalry that are good at fighting in hills. That's their thing. As do the Tielu, which also have bonuses in hills, but less bonus, and they also get a bonus in forest, as well as plains. They have slightly lower stats, but, I mean, they're pretty good for the terrain around here. Also, can we have an accolade? We can have an accolade. It's good. An archer is pretty nice. Because archers are very good for money. Like, in terms of power versus money spent. I think I will recruit you. Like an archer. Yeah. Very nice. How are we gonna make money? I guess our marriage will give us some money, right? But why Cumbria? What's the goal of this game if there is one? The reason why we're doing Cumbria is because it's a new decision that was added with the beta patch. Also, Psycho went away, so we actually have, like, free reign of the desk right now, which is crazy. They added this new decision, so we can create a new kingdom. And we will do that, and then from there, I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure something out after that, but, you know. We're just kind of playing on vibes right now. And it does mean you get money, so I'm going to spend that immediately on archers. Now the question is, who is weak that we could possibly invade? I mean, there's Northumbria. Do I have siege equipment? No. It's unfortunate. I might actually want to prioritize getting that as soon as possible, which we already are. Okay, that's good. And beyond that, we gotta watch out for, yes, raiders. Okay. Thankfully, I do seem to be a pretty good commander. We at least have that. You can get 8 more martial. Let's disband. We really got to be careful about raiders and stuff, so we got to keep an eye on our country. And I guess we probably should dive in on this dude, but we don't even have CBs. Oh my goodness. Not even a de jure CB? Damn. Okay. We're really just gonna have to hope that like someone declares war on us that we can easily defeat, and then we get their war operations or something. Can I offer to join your war just so that you like me more? Maybe this is a good idea just for we can get some experience like fighting. Although these are mostly Ivar's men here. We don't want to waste our time fighting. Oh, they're coming for me. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. I'm going to go speed 4 so we can watch this battle. Keep in mind that we're going to have big advantage. So, you see this plus 49? If we break this down, Defending in Hills plus 5, Stoic Culture is plus 5, Commander, Martial Skill 20, Leading One Soldiers plus 5, Never Back Down, Should Be Focused, and Stalwart Defenders plus 5 plus 5. So, this is because it's Defender Advantage and Controlled Territory Defender Advantage. So... Also, this guy's a terrible commander. That is helping, is that this guy is also disgustingly bad. One way we can improve this even more is if we go into our Master of the Horse and we get ourselves some Warhorse Grooming for plus 3. Each of these pluses is giving us 10% more damage cumulatively. But I think this is actually good because it means we can farm prestige and we can kill off Ivar's special troops. So you see how like when they die, they don't come back, right? These are Ivar's event spawn troops. So this is actually kind of an insane play in a way. I just didn't think that we would actually be able to win the battles because I thought that he would be a little stronger. But I think because he's a good commander and he's leading over here, he chose to just like not attack me. Rip him, I guess. That's huge because Ivar's army is now like half as big as it once was. We're glad to see that. I'm gonna go help out with the war so that I can get participation. There you go, look at that, I'm helping. Aren't I so useful? Now, although you might think, considering how well we just did, maybe we can fight this army here. But remember, we'd lose our extra 15 advantage. So we absolutely cannot be attacking. We have to be defending here. Which when we're defending, we do quite well. I didn't mention it in the stream, but it's important to remember that when you attack an army which is on your fort, it counts as defensive even if you walk into them. So that battle in Carrick we just saw was still defensive despite the fact that it looked like I attacked Ivar. Anyway, that was nice. We helped out Jorvik, and I don't think he really cares much, but we got a ton of prestige out of that. If we were tribal, that would mean more, but it's okay. We could reform the culture, but it's all good. There's a daughter. Can we use you for an alliance? With Haston. Do we want to just work with the Vikings to do crazy stuff? That's hilarious, man. No, I don't. Well, we already have a big Viking ally. I suppose we could wait until Ivar like finishes up here, and then we can attack him with a holy war. The problem is that I'm pretty sure our boy in Jorvik will never support us in a holy war against his own faith, but we could grab ourselves an alliance with some Christian. We could ally Ivar. We're not going to do that. Italy's a bit far away, so I don't think we want to go with him. Lotharingia? They're busy though. Yeah. Bavaria. We got to be careful about this. We could get ourselves ruined pretty easily. We can't even do holy wars right now, to be fair, for anything particularly large because we don't have the piety for it. This would actually be so much easier if we were tribal. The fact that we're feudal makes this much harder. Like, we have to just wait and build up an army and hope that people attack us so we can get money off them. Our alliance with Jorvik kind of makes that harder. Unlike people will think to attack us like this, but it's okay. Okay, Ivar seems to have lost like his entire army somehow. Must have gotten stack wiped, so we have to pounce on that. I think we're gonna take Annadale because that is like part of our de jure. That also means that these peasants are hostile to us. Now, why am I fighting the peasants? Because they are free accolade glory. That is the like legit reason why. If we can kill a lot of people, we get more glory. See, this guy's level 2 now. Now, if we level him up, we get, you know, archer maintenance down. That's big. Archer damage up, and we can use retinue archers. So these guys are surprisingly not that much better than regular bowmen, but I think their terrain bonuses are better. See, plus 20 in hills versus only plus 10. So if we fight him in the right terrain, they can do super duper well. What else is it also in forests? Forest and taiga as well. Let's take the Orgol. And then we can. I actually do want to go and help out down here. That strategist, that's huge. So I'm gonna see if I can fight off these 4,000 guys. No, that's I got a bit ambitious. That's okay though. I will fight Ivar's men though, because now Ivar is super weak. I am out of money, unfortunately, but the Pope's got my back. Accolades now not so bad. Yes, now accolades are easier to manage. They were always strong. It was that managing them never felt worthwhile. Like, it was just such a pain in the ass to manage them. But now they are much easier to take care of. So there you go, we won. Good. And for this land, I think I'm just going to give it away to my son. Let's see, why not? He can rule it. He has the domain limit. So we've gained a county. That's very nice. I would like to recruit a retinue archer soon. Ransoms, okay, good. Good start, honestly. Better start than I was expecting. You know, we'll take it for sure. There's our first retinue archer. Good, okay. That's good. That's very good. That's like 10 more base damage, plus the bonuses to hills and forests. Oh, look at that, dude. Ivar got overthrown by a peasant uprising in the Isles. My goodness. So did he die? Let me see. Is he... Bjorn. There's Ivar. He's just... Oh, now he's in the Isle of Man. Okay, well, we'll go for that maybe a bit later. Oh, there's raiders. Hold on. Gotta pay attention. Don't want to get raided if we can avoid it. There you go. Big W. We get their money, and we also get, again, more accolade experience. This guy should be... He's like a third of the way there. Nice. I'm gonna swap to medicine focus at this point, because we do want to live. This guy is good enough that keeping him alive longer is good. Dynasty Legacy. We probably just want to go House of Warriors. Like, because we're going to be needing to do a lot of war here. So... Mostly fair is also nice if we were tribal, because then the prestige would matter. But I think House of Warriors, it's a basic choice, but that's going to be really good for us. Or this is the election for Alba. Okay, well, sure, I'll elect that dude. I don't think our title has elections. No. We could put an election on. I don't think we need to bother though. Because we only have... If we get more sons, we'll think about that. Although I should, because in the future I'm going to want these elections. And then we'll... Like, that way we could spend the prestige now. Partially mute. Okay, we just got a stroke. That event is like the stroke event or whatever. So, rip. Means that we're probably dead soon. Burning perk. I mean, this probably won't matter much, but if we can get down to Iron Constitution, we might live a little bit longer. But I don't see my life lasting too much longer. Let's get rid of Ivar for good. What we want to do is, he might choose to try and invade me, although maybe not. Is this at least good terrain? It is not good terrain, but if I sit here, yeah, he'll come after me. Okay, we're good then. Boom. We even captured him, I think. Captured his heir. I think that ending this war faster is not worth as much as the money is, but he doesn't even have any money. I guess I can recruit... You know what I can actually do? Recruit him. Okay, and then we can throw him in prison... And then, well, I was going to throw him in prison and banish him, but looks like we can't actually imprison him. Well, plus 1 knight at least. You know, it's not the worst thing. Rather than ending this war immediately, we're going to keep on bashing his troops down, because we might capture him, we might... You know, there's all kinds of reasons why, but we basically just get more glory at least. That's good. Now we have capable squires. And there's the Isle of Man conquered. Do I have any family I can grant this to? This is a tribe, so it's not very useful to me, but... I don't think I have any family to grant it to. We could just give it to his own son, which would be really funny. I think we'll just give it away to a Cumbrian. It doesn't really matter who. Okay, this could be a good commander for us. And now we have, we could do double duchy if we had the money. Do I want to vote for this guy? He's like, okay. Like playing as the younger kid is nice because he'll presumably live longer, but also he's not very good. So we might want to be fair though, like with time we can make him better. Like what if I just give him a bunch of court positions? Although he's landed, so I can't even do that. He can marry, yes, he can marry, but I can't arrange a proper marriage for him. I can just do arranged marriage. So we could marry him to my own daughter, but like, no, you know what I mean? My income is so bad. Ugh. Oh, because the court positions cost money, right? This guy's costing me a bit of money. Kind of did too good of a job with the Ivar. Would have been nice to wait for him to declare war and then get money out of him. Oh, raiders. Fun. Good. Is that enough for tier 3? Oh, I wish there'd be a notification. We're only at 40 points off, but Withering Mind. Okay, this guy is not long for this world. That's alright, though. Ireland is expanding rather quickly. We'll see if he tries to attack me or not. I think from here, we're going to have to focus on actually... we're going to have to focus on actually, like, making economy buildings, because our income is just way too low. Oh, there we go, look at that, someone declared war. But unfortunately, it's the only kind of war where they don't pay me when they win. It's the, Northerner invasion. Which is fine, I guess. Become Paulician. This would be a very good way to bait more people into invading me, funnily enough. Let me just check one thing, though. I want to get money from the Pope first, if I can, but... I do know Cumbrian Chronicles a little bit, yeah. Okay, this would not convert my family, it would just convert me, so actually it's probably not worthwhile. Just give me Rakish, this guy's gonna be dead, like, soon anyway. Let's wait for this northern army to arrive, there it is. And let's see if we can get him to fight me in the hills, where I have the best bonuses. Okay, he wants to fight down there. I also have bonuses in forests, so... Let's do it. There you go, wow, that was insane. Holy, they just, like, I just got completely wiped. He does pay 500 gold to me, what? Oh, I thought that is this a new change? I think these guys used to not pay you, but now they do. Okay, that's actually crazy. Because now we can build, like, actual stuff. We can build, like, farms. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Big. And we can even build up in our subjects. Yeah, that's a new change. I think you're right. What are the formable requirements? I'll show you while I get food for my partner real quick. We have to own all of the highlighted stuff here. So a pretty small area. Not a huge area by any means. We're already most of the way there. And then we have to have a lot of prestige. Yeah, I think it's good to get the gold from the invading Northerner army, because it's annoying whenever they invade you, just waste your time. I say waste, you do get the Accolade Glory. This is kind of a good reason to fight them. But anyway, maxed out Archer. This is big. Because now the retinue archers are doing... Oh, there goes the camera. Thank you, Psycho. Thank you. That was her. She swiped the wire and sent the camera flying. Okay. My poor fragile bones and faltering heart and my withering mind. So, wow, Ireland is uniting fast. Okay, there we go, we died. Okay. So we're playing now as my great-grandson, Difnual Mab Ukid. Which I guess is the name of my father. Ukid? I don't know how to pronounce his names, by the way, sorry. I don't know, like, of all the language groups that I generally have experience with, like, pronouncing, the Celtic languages, I have, like, the least experience with ever. It's kind of sad, actually. I should probably learn them better, but... Oh, well. I don't want to give away any of these holdings, because... I want to have more holdings. So I think what we'll probably do is perhaps we'll invest in stewardship here. We'll go like wealth focus, and we'll try to get down to divided attention. Might take a little while, but that's okay. We do have to stay over our domain limit for a bit. This guy's not a very competent commander, but I think we have at least some good... Like we have this guy as a commander, and we still have our culture bonuses. So we're still going to be really good in general. Is that also, that's the knight himself. So Dinod is going to be someone we're going to have to rely on, I think, for the upcoming future. He can also become a contender afterwards, which seems okay. And then, or a thug or a scoundrel. Thug could also be nice for the imprisoned chance, but we'll figure that out. I suspect we will be seeing some declarations of war pretty soon. I think we're going to marry for martial score again. But also, I think I should... If I marry for an alliance, no one's going to attack me. So actually, I think we do marry for martial score, just straight up, even if it's a lowborn. Yes, this is the lowborn, but I mean, like, having the extra martial is kind of just super good. Okay, and then please support me. Thank you. This means that now I should actually be a very good commander. Like, not very good, but at least somewhat good. And I would like to romance you because, or seduce, because we want to have more kids. Money, thank you. Maybe skill sets for the concubines. Well, the concubines can't be our confidant, can they? Let me check real quick. No, confidants, we can't use the concubines for that, but we can at least take on the former wife of our great grandfather. Saga the Trees. I don't know why I lost the ability to read for a second. Take her as a concubine because she has quick, so we could actually get some good traits out of it, but we'll see. Now I'm hoping like Scotland gets aggressive. I want Scotland to attack me. I want Ireland to attack me, and then I can defend myself and make a bunch of money. That's our current plan. I don't have any avenues of expansion, so I'm kind of just like hoping that they'll attack me so I can get money and build myself up. Okay, there we go, a war. Okay, beautiful. So we want him to raise his troops. Also, damn, we actually got the 5% chance. Hell yeah. We want him to raise his troops. We want him to attack me in this hills. Okay, he won't. He fears me, but that's okay because I think we baited him anyway. Mayor, how much money do I get if I win this? It should be pretty low because he's small, but yeah, only 39 gold. It's not even worth the maintenance I'm spending on this, bro. Another one. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Oh, that guy wasn't actually worth any money. It's okay though. It's 39 gold off this, and then. Okay, I don't know, this guy has not sent an army out yet. Like, in a way, I don't want these wars to end too fast, because the more wars I'm in, the more wars the AI will declare. Because the AI does have, like, opportunism in its blood. You know what I mean? So, we actually do want, like, we want to stay in this war. And in fact, I'm going to back off in the hopes that he might soon... Oh, you're gonna raid this? Hold on. That's a big target for me. Huge. Nice. We inherited stuff. Looks like my grandfather died. That's good. I mean, we guess we got his money if he had any, which I don't think he even did, which is funny. I want to give out the forest. So I'm going to disband, actually. And we're just going to see if anyone else declares war. Okay, that war got invalidated. Fine, actually. Because he got conquered by Alba, it looks like. Okay. I'm going to get another group of retinue archers. New commander. Why is he Mandean? That's so funny. I guess the religion here got changed is why. Yeah. We're probably going to want to fix that. Oh, Scotland. Okay, that's actually a pretty big army, though. I think I got this, though. Hell yeah, we got it. Oh my god, huge. So we just had our first son. Did not get any good traits, sadly, but that's okay. He is a child of a concubine, but no big deal. So it looks like we just kind of did an amazing job of eradicating the Vikings from around here. There's still, of course, Haston and Halfdan's son, who are very scary. But we could even attack Jorvik. I just don't see it going very well is the problem. We have no siege equipment, so it's hard to siege this stuff. If we had an ally, I might be willing to do it. See what we can get. Good ally with Ireland. It's nice and close by. What if we just get someone with really high prowess? It's like a good knight. But no, we need the alliance though. Like someone like Luxembourg is probably a good pick. Because like they're just gonna... They're not gonna be too busy with stuff, I don't think. He's super old though. Probably won't last. What about with my son? What could I get? Asturias. Wessex is interesting. I kind of like the idea of marrying to the Wessex family. I think we get into the Wessex family because of the implication. You know, getting into Alfred's family is fun. And if we really want to do something funny, we could try to murder his daughter and son so that this girl inherits, and then we could like actually inherit our way into the throne. But yeah. So with Alfred as a friend, I feel very confident that we could take on most of these guys, but we gotta wait till he's not so busy, because right now he would just be unavailable for us. Okay, great, another Northerner Conquest. That's gonna be 500 gold, right? Okay, now these are insane, because you just get a bunch of free money when they invade you. Oh, there's the arm. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, he's landing. There you go, nice. Easy clap. Huge. Dude, those are huge, like, money and prestige bombs now. Thank you, Northerner invaders. That's me 800 retinue archers, and I kind of want to just get rid of these Tielus, although They are, like, at least one group is okay, but let's get rid of the extra group. And I maybe just get more retinue. Oh, you can only have one, right? I forgot you can only have one. But we will probably wait for onagers, which will take 65 years. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what we'll do. Okay, I don't know what we'll do. What is happening in Ireland? Just, this guy killed it. I don't know what to tell you. He's doing great. Bro has managed to unite Ireland just single-handedly. What do Cumbria borders look like? They will look like this. Cumbrian lands. They look like this. It's interesting, they made it so that when you form it, you create this new duchy called Cumbria, and then it de jure drifts a couple of counties. So it even takes the duchy hierarchy and reshapes it to suit the kingdom, which is an excellent choice in my opinion. I'm surprised, I'm hoping maybe Haston comes after, but honestly Haston could probably destroy me in war. Even with our super OP archers, I think he would still kill me. So maybe we don't want him to invade. But anyone else, yeah, like Scotland. Oh yeah, Ireland works. Now how much money are you gonna pay me? It better be a lot. 213, not bad, okay. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna build... I want him to attack me into the hills because I have better bonuses there. We fight right here, and I'm gonna have to do speed 4 for this battle so you can kind of see how it goes. He's gonna see that I have like half as many men, and he'll be like, oh bro, I got this. Never mind, actually he is kind of scared of me, but it says that we have a bad chance of losing, but the advantage bonuses that we have are kind of crazy. So if you look here, we're getting +5 from Stoic, +5 from Stalwart Defenders, and +5 again because we're holding the terrain. Our units are getting bonuses, like our retinue archers get bonuses from the plains. Never mind, it's not hills. I thought it was hills, but point is that we destroy him because he's also using mostly footmen, and we actually counter him like perfectly. So he's getting wrecked is the point, okay? But yeah, we're very much able to stack modifiers in our favor here, and then we can get new knights out of him too. So this is actually an even better example though. We're gonna be in the hills here, so he's gonna get absolutely slaughtered. We thankfully got there just one day before we would finish the raid, by the way. He should get absolutely destroyed because of the bonus from the hills. Like, to be very clear, 92 damage in 897 is ridiculous, okay? That's an insane amount of damage, and it's countering his units, although he is countering some of mine. But if we look at, for example, the stats on, like, a Cataphract, a Cataphract has 125 base, and there's only 50 of them. So these archers are hitting harder than Cataphracts by a significant proportion. Because remember, there's twice as many retinue archers as there are Cataphracts in a unit. So these are like ridiculous in terms of how much damage they're doing. And don't listen to the game's battle predictor, it always lies. This will be an easy victory. This is against a commander with a guy with 24 martial, by the way, I should say. This guy has 24 martial and we're still doing this to him. Like, if it weren't for that guy being a good commander, it would be like, it would be even more of a slaughter. But obviously, you know, that guy's a pretty good commander. Okay, we actually lost that battle. I might white piece this. Actually, no, I should not. Okay, big loss, but that's okay. We lost that, which it happens, okay. But if we fight in the hills, I'm pretty sure we win super hard. So let's actually wait a second. That is his war goal, sadly. But I think I want to bait him into the hills. Also, we can call... Wait, I should call Alfred. Wait a minute, yeah, why not? I forgot that we even had this alliance. So this means that we will definitely win. But I am going to nonetheless wait in the hills to have even more bonuses. Closer battle than I would have liked, although we might lose. It's hard to say with this small numbers, but... yeah, the hill bonus giving us extra attack is big. Okay, I want to... even though it's stressing me out, I want this guy to be good, so make him honest. So there we go. Got him. And we're kind of just farming glory off this. What can this guy even take? He's got... Stalwart is pretty good. I do think I would take Stalwart in those current options. Alright, well, we can end it here. Yeah, 208 gold. And that went pretty well. So, the funny thing is, I was stressing about, like, the different territory we were fighting in, like, trying to do things right. And at the end of the day, we had the alliance with England the whole time. So, it literally, like, everything was completely fine from the outset. But, yeah, that was nice. Idealist, I think, is super bad. We definitely don't want that. Charmer is funny. But between, like, actually... this is pretty good, too. But we don't really host any tournaments, so I think actually it's going to be Stalwart for the extra army toughness. There we go. My guy, he lost an eye in those battles, it seems, but he's chill. He'll survive, right? Even if he doesn't, this guy's pretty good. Well, this guy's also pretty good though. I kind of want to make you a stewardship guy. We have quite a few sons, and thanks to Tanistry, we also don't have to worry about like splitting the realm. All right, this is the one about removing concubines. And to be honest with you, it is kind of just a good choice to get rid of the concubines. So I know that we have this one, but like she's too old to have more kids anyway. So I think we just get rid of it. Also, we can get new traditions now, which might be better instead. What would we want? Are there any good warfare ones? If we could go for like longbow competitions, but we can't afford the prestige cost. If we get more archers, though, we can. Which we only need one more group of, so you know what? Like, sure. Give me more archers. And I think we have to wait for them to reinforce to be able to take it. But yeah, let's get longbow competitions. Let's just go all in on archers here. There you go. Boom. Huge. So that is going to mean that we can, alongside our retinue archers, we can recruit regular longbowmen who get better the longer the game goes on. That being said, at the beginning of the game, they're actually kind of bad, so we have to wait a little while for that. I'm kind of running out of stress to use. Take the gold. And I died. Okay, fair enough. So this is Ukid, I think is how you say this. And he's the son of Dufinwall. I think that's how you're supposed to, I don't remember what the chatter said how to say this, but this kid looks pretty good. He needs a new educator, and we're going for a learning education, so I guess his mother, maybe even his brother. There's a trait, so I think I prefer the brother. We'll take him. We have more domain limit now thanks to our regent, and that's good. Nobody here has no heir, right? So we have to revoke something if we wanted to get some land. Oh yeah, another northerner conquest, dude. Free money. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, we captured him, dude. Wait, but I actually do want to fight though for the accolade glory. So despite the fact that we captured him, we can win right now. We're just gonna fight for the glory. Nice. See, because he got, actually, I don't know if he got very much out of that, but still, it's worthwhile. Oh, also, I should probably meet peers. Yeah, hold on. Unfortunately, we're already pretty old, so we're not able to host another peers meeting, but still. We have 3 virtuous traits. That's actually very good. This guy's kind of like insane. Looks like also Haston passed away at some point. So we can just go for a holy war for, like, Northumbria. I think we'd win this, because again, we still have our alliance. Remember, we're married to the, or betrothed, rather. But, oh, but she's been unfaithful, unfortunately. But, yeah. That's okay, I don't really care how she's been. I just looked at her and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, some zealot she is, indeed. That's okay, though. I think we can take this guy on, especially with England's help. Good, wow, 100%, don't need to worry. Your dudes, yeah, it is a bit of a bad haircut. I do kind of agree. So that was an easy war. And I guess we'll keep... So, Care Luel. One thing to keep in mind is that we're going to get the domain limit from our education. So I think actually we're going to hold on to all of this, because we might be able to even hold all of it once we get educated. Oh, here come the Scottish Raiders. Hold on, see how this goes. Again, the terrain is kind of insane for us here. Very nice. Okay, master my philosopher. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Alright. This is a character. So, I think we just grab, like, theology, because I want to get a lot of piety. And we're going to try to get the scholarship tree, so we can just buy claims, all the stuff that we need. That being said, I'm pretty sure that all I need is stuff I can holy war for. So stuff from Lancashire, and then 1 county from Alba, which we can probably just fabricate for. So no big deal on that. Beautiful, dude. It's just going so well. It's wonderful. And of course we take our marriage with our cheating wife. She's had 2 kids. I guess, was it twins? No, she cheated on 2 occasions. Although maybe they are twins in the games. I think they are twins and the game is being weird. No, I don't know, they must not be the different ages. That's weird. But yeah, our cheating wife is still, politically speaking, we can't give her up. Okay, she's too important for our connection to England. Not to mention, she'll have claims on England, so we can unite the crowns later on. My half-sister has claims to Jorvik. It's so funny. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put my half-sister in charge of Jorvik. Oh, I can claim Jorvik. What am I saying? Well, I think it's gonna be more fun for the lore if we give it to, like, wouldn't it be funny, like, in terms of the, not funny, like, it would be interesting for the lore if we give it to, instead of her, maybe to our brother. Is he married? He's not. Let's get him married first, so he picks an actually good wife. Get him married to a Carling? Dude, easy clap. And we're gonna put him in charge of Jorvik. Not as our vassal, but just as our friend. Now, he might just swear fealty to England, but that's okay with me. The reason he has those claims, by the way... not this one. Which one is it? Wasn't it my brother? Who are we fighting this war for again? Yeah, this guy. He has the claims because his mother was Saga, the Truth Speaker, the daughter of Halfdan. The goal is still the same. Yes, Eadbald. Oh, interesting. There was a Saxon uprising. Okay. We had a daughter. She wants to name it after herself. Sure. We go fight. Actually, fighting is better. There you go. Okay. Oh, we imprisoned him. Huh? That's. Oh no, so Alfred imprisoned him. Cringe. There you go. And now my brother gets to rule over here. Let's make an alliance. Sorry. And then you, Ragnar, you take 2 years for that. I should probably fix the control in my raided territory. But I was pretty goated too. He immediately swore fealty to Alfred, by the way. He is quite goated, yes. Good for him. So I guess me and Alfred are gonna just like split this land. You know, we're gonna rule it as like friends. And I suppose I can call in England. Oh, we're not allies anymore. He died. Okay. Well, we can become allies, but he wouldn't take it. That's okay. And fighter's nice to have. We just had a son. Name him after me. Okay, sure. He's quick, so that's nice. In terms of how to pronounce these double D's, at least in Welsh, I think this usually tends to be like a th, so it's like ukith, like that, or something like that. So maybe it's the same in Cumbrian, but I don't know. I don't care if the war is over. I want to keep fighting battles for more glory. Although I am out of money, so maybe we don't actually want to do that. Also, damn, England conquered the stuff that I needed, so he vassalized this guy. Shit. Well, that makes things a little difficult. I still need one county. I just need this Westmoreland. Got a claim on it, I guess. My half-brother is still apparently my regent, despite the fact that he is off in York. So we're just going to end that, because I think that was kind of being weirdly buggy. I'm going to keep one over my domain limit, because we're going to become a king relatively soon. I'm going to have to defeat England, though, which might be a bit of a task, but also, I think it won't be that tough. I can also push my wife's claim to the throne at some point. She'll pass it on to my sons. I kind of like this whole, like, we have been working with the Danes kind of thing against the Saxons. So I guess, yeah, let's get married into Denmark's family. It's good for prestige anyway. And then we'll use Denmark to fight against England. This is some very cunning politics we've had, okay? Because remember, we were friends with Alfred. He was like our best bud. Then he had a heart attack. Poor guy. And now we're going to be fighting his own son while we're married to his daughter. It's complicated, okay? But anyway, let's call in our, I don't know why I went there for it. Let's call in our Danish ally here. With Denmark to help, pretty sure there's like no shot that, there's no shot that England can win. More raiders, okay. The second I go to war, they're being smart. This is when they should raid, is when I'm busy at war, but still. I will complain, I will whine. Okay, Denmark just decided not to come and help me. Thank you for that. Denmark was just like doing something else and came late. Can't trust these Danes, I swear. I'm gonna sit in these hills. Actually, I'll take the fight to the hills. But again, Denmark was just not in position. Why are you doing this to me? Denmark. No! Danes are untrustworthy. This is what I've learned. This is that you can't trust a Dane. So we lose this war, and honestly, it's good for the story. Okay, it's all about the story. Okay, I'll have to refabricate a claim.
I can't believe they would do this to me. The Danes, they just kept on being, like, in the wrong place, man. Did they capture my acclaimed knight? They did not, thankfully, nor did they kill him. Keep in mind, this whole time, he's not even a Christian, which is really funny to me, that he's, like, the Mandean. Speed 7 things I am. It was kind of Speed 5 vibes. Yeah, it was kind of skill issue from Speed 5ing. I can definitely admit that. I can admit that. Oh, and there's Irish Raiders now. Our men at arms have recovered enough that I think we can take this fight. Yep, very good. I'm a little bit high on stress. Also, do we have longbows yet? We do have longbows now. So we could grab a group of longbows. The thing is that longbows currently, until the next era, they're just kind of worse than bowmen. They get better bonuses in hills, maybe? Slightly better, but longbowmen actually suck until later eras. So we don't want to use them yet, but later. What is nice about them, the tradition, is that now we can get more retinue archers, if we ever have enough money to anyway. It feels like sometimes you get the elder traits like a little too early, but it could just be me coping. I don't know. That's so far what I'm feeling. It's like it's a little early sometimes, but it's not a huge deal. I do overall like the elder traits. I think that they are good for the game more so than they are bad for the game. They're not perfect though, but they don't have to be perfect. Oh, we got the 3rd building slot from our. I assume we got a tech recently that I didn't notice. So we can maybe get something like. Does anything else here give archer bonuses? Blacksmiths, of course, give bonuses. But these don't unlock for a long time, so don't worry about that. We could also just go for more money, and part of me says more money is going to be a good idea. But blacksmiths also give more money, so yeah. Alright, scholar, that's good. Huge learning score. We like that because it means we can get our tech faster, which we get honors in 10 years, but that's still a bit of a ways away. My friend, the King of Ireland, has passed away. We go for this now. Can we beat England? Is he using Huskarls? So Huskarls do counter me, and they also get bonuses in force. So what we want to do is we want to find, is there a good hill we can bait him into? Caer Luel is a good hill, and it even has a small hill fort. So I think we're going to declare war. We're going to sit here and hope he comes at me. It's possible that he will. If he does that, I think he loses the first battle. Then we call in Denmark after, and they'll maybe help us with sieges or something. Now let's see. Is he going to... Okay, he just did a naval landing, which is actually even better. Beautiful. Oh my god, then we captured him? Oh, we got his heir. Who is his heir? Presumably it's one of my brothers-in-law, right? Yes, Prince Ethelwild. No, this would be my, because he's my brother-in-law. This would be my, like, nephew-in-law, if that's even such a thing. So we just win the war just like that. And I think that I'm okay with just taking the immediate W. We could keep fighting for more glory. We're very close to the next rank. But I do want to form Cumberland. So we're going to take it. Maybe take a hostage. Take his heir. Let's make his heir our culture as well. That's going to be good. There you go. Now I should build it from Cumberland. I need gold. Okay, we just need some money, then we can do it. Pope. Give me the money. And we have some prisoners as well. There we go. Okay. Here it is. Kingdom of Cumbria. Huge. We get a bunch of renown. We get an army. We also get, interestingly, this is the most interesting part of this decision, I think, is if we look, I think it's already done the effect, but essentially the duchies of Lancashire, yeah, so it took the duchy of Lancaster and the duchy of Northumbria and carved out from it a new duchy called Cumbria. So it actually changed the duchy de jure hierarchy. It also took Lanarkshire from Scotland and put it into Strathclyde. I think they should do that more often, where these custom kingdoms can be more interestingly shaped by actually stealing counties into new duchies like this. So yeah, that's cool to me. Beautiful. That means we can get a bunch of legacies. I think we were still doing warfare, which is fine. And yeah, we're good. I believe Caer Luel is that's the historic capital, so we can put it there. And now we've got to crown ourselves, but do we even have a crown? We don't. So we'll have to get that forging. I'm not going to dedicate it to my cheating wife. I think I'm good. We're just going to take the prestige. And once that hostage kid arrives, I will, yeah, we'll educate him to be like us, and maybe we can turn him into our own son. There you go, convert his culture. If we can get this guy out of the way, because this is the current heir, I'm assuming. Although England he's probably using elections, right? So, in reality, you know, anyone could be elected. But yeah. We're gonna have a little hostage arc with Kenred, his name. So that was ultimately the goal of the playthrough, but from here, I'd like to do a little bit more. Maybe we'll, like, first of all, we should probably spread the culture. I don't know exactly what we'll do, but we can maybe try to conquer, like reclaim Britannia. This button. Something like that. This guy's going to be our martial ruler, so, but he has 16 stewardship. I don't know, like, is he getting so much stewardship? I guess his traits are why, but also, like, how did he get that much stewardship? That's a base of 9, but only base 2 martial, despite his education being martial. Kind of insane. Also, okay, this is our new acclaim knight, by the other one died. So, Andreas up Gilsland is, it's interesting that we had the highest tier of squires available. We had the accomplished ones. And it still generated a character that has, like, terrible traits, but at the very least, he has really good prowess. So that's what matters for a knight, I suppose. But it's funny that he's, like, a craven, impatient, like, giant is good for him, I guess, but this guy is not exactly a shining example of a knight, but that's okay. So we want to seneschal. Oh, right, we should also appoint my son to a bunch of jobs. So my son could be the physician, he can be the personal champion. You guys know the drill. I've done this before in many playthroughs, but you just give your heir all of the possible jobs so that they can get a bunch of stats and stuff. Not to mention the wages that you're paying to these court positions just go to your son, so it's like you're not even losing the money. I should also make him the master of the hunt. Yes, we can do the legendary game. Unfortunately, we don't actually quite have the income for this, but once we finish getting control back up, we should have enough. Maybe we can ensure peace, which is one of my favorite oaths to do. Of course I'm your uncle. Yes, we're gonna steal this kid. He's also Cumbrian now, which is nice. We can get a health book with learning lifestyle experience. That's pretty good, actually. We'll take that. There we go. We've been crowned. Looks good. Okay, we did not get the one for keeping the peace, but we can shape the realm. We can also provide for the poor. What do these do? They give development, but minus taxes. Support the knights means we could make our archers even better. The problem right now is building slots. So if you look at alt-clit, we could get rid of our hills, but I don't want to do that. Just shape the realm. Just shape the realm. Okay, it's fine. Because that one, we just build buildings and we succeed it, so it's easy. So we gotta build 8 buildings, which should be pretty doable. Yeah, so this kid will probably be loyal to me even if I click this option. I'm just gonna take the renown. If I could just kill this dude, that would be so nice, but the problem is that he already has sons, so we'd have to do a lot of murder, and it's very unlikely I could pull that off. Instead, we could hope that maybe he gets, like, the other kid gets elected, or we could just push his claim, since he's part of our court once we recruit him. Call to war? Sure. I'm helping my brother take over more land off in the Kingdom of England, which is cute. I'm gonna pin that guy. I just realized I should probably pin this kid so I can keep an eye on him. Also, we could take another ward, so my 8-year-old son? I'll take the younger one. By the way, this fact that I'm, like, my brother being the ruler in here is an example of stuff that I do where, like, I'm trying to win the game. I'm not trying to throw the game or anything, but putting my brother in charge of York was kind of a misplay because, like, it was kind of a misplay because I had a claim too. So if you'll notice, I also have a claim to that duchy, so I could have taken it myself, and that would have been a better choice. But I think it's interesting to just throw this guy out there and see what he does. You know, that's kind of why I did that. You know, it's for the content in a way. And now because of that, we get to fight, you know, some wars with him and support him and stuff like that. Makes for a better story, in my opinion. Also, we can get a second accolade now. Do we have any outriders? Doesn't look like it. So, like, Valiant also increases damage, so we could just go Valiant for even more, like, damage stacking. I think that's a good idea, so sure. Unfortunately, we don't have any squire levels in that guy, and he's very old, but... Alright, Midas touched. We're rivals. Okay, well, rip. I guess he does not like me. Oh, we got a perpetual hook, though. He's in my court, but it's because I'm a hostage. He's a hostage, okay. I want you to not... I'm going to make you stay a bit longer. I want him to not be my rival. He does have his claim now. So I wonder, like, okay, can I release him as a hostage? Where's the return hostage? And then come to my court and I'm going to hook you, so you have to be here. You're gonna get married matrilineally to my daughter. See, this is the fun of taking hostages, but people don't take hostages enough. You're gonna get married to my daughter, and remember, my daughter is the daughter of his sister. This girl is his aunt. Sorry, his aunt. Right? Yes. So he's gonna. There's a little bit of inbreeding going on here, but essentially, he's getting married to his own cousin. This is a cousin marriage, I believe. There you go. Now we're gonna push his claim. Okay. So we're gonna get our family on here, but I'm gonna wait till they have a child, though. Okay. We're gonna wait because maybe he'll divorce her. You know, who knows what he'll do. And we're gonna wait till they have some kids, and then we are going to go and push his claim. But this is like something that people I think don't really do enough when it comes to, like, there's certain mechanics that aren't advertised very well. The reason I can do that is because I took him as a hostage and I got that hook on him from it, right? So he's like loyal to me, even though he's my rival. That event was kind of weird, where he became my rival, but we still got the hook. Now, what would be the ultimate cinema is if he murdered me because he's my rival. Now, I think it's unlikely because I think I have a loyal spy master. Yes, I do. So if he were to kill me, that'd be insane. Oh, they just had a daughter. Okay, well, that's good. That didn't take long. Bro got to work right away. Wow, dude, another son. Okay, good. So this grandson, in theory, will be the one to unite England and Cumbria. But also we should keep in mind that my current heir, my oldest son, he's married to a claimant to the Kingdom of Scotland. So like we should be able to get all three kind of together into the family. Damn, he's having a lot of kids. Also, he's my claimed knight now. Okay. That's kind of unfortunate because I was planning to like put him on another throne, but still, it's cool, I guess. We do kind of have like English backup, but they'll be hostile to me. He might even... Okay, well, I guess we're fighting each other. Okay, well, or we just win. Oh my goodness, I didn't think we would just win so hard. A Northerner Conquest, that's free money. Which we kind of need, actually, so I'm glad that we're getting that. Okay, this guy's also a good knight, so let's recruit you. Left winner. Are these guys worth money? No, alas. It's alright. Love me some berserkers. Yeah, it's always nice to fight Vikings and capture their knights. Very useful. Yeah, let's get some supplies before we move in here. Let's kill these dudes. Easy money. Thanks to the 500 gold. Now let's go up here and fight some more. This is at least going to be farming so much glory on our knights. May even get to level 6 for the extra stalwart, which would be cool. There we go. Boom. Goodbye, Sweden. And apparently there's another person who's already attacking here. But this should just be free money for me. That's a lot of money, too. Jeez. And we can give these titles out to maybe one of my sons. Yeah, this guy. I don't want to give it all to one kid, because otherwise he won't have enough domain limit, but I don't think I have any other sons, unfortunately. Oh, I got our daughters. She doesn't have any sons. Well, okay. Some of my daughters haven't even gotten married. That's alright, that's alright. Isn't giving your son's domain dumb? Maybe, but also I find it more fun. I think it tends to create more interesting scenarios, even if it's not the optimal choice. Technically, the optimal choice would be to make every single one of these counties ruled by one different individual person, so that they're all as weak as possible and loyal as possible, but it's like, whatever. It's less interesting that way. Into that war. And there you go, we came out of that looking pretty good. Okay, we're no longer rivals with this guy. That's good. We got the event where if you have high opinion with a rival, he eventually just kind of like gives up on the rivalry. Also, he has a claim to Great Moravia, which is hilarious. I don't think we would pursue that, but I guess, yeah, looks like his mom was... So, yeah, his mom was the daughter of the previous king of Moravia. But it looks like he was maybe overthrown. No, okay, yeah. So the event, yeah, that is interesting. But I think now we want to push our adopted, our like puppet prince's claim to England soon. Maybe wait till this guy's a bit weaker. He's a little bit strong right now. To be fair though, he's our acclaimed knight, so we don't really want to just get rid of him. We also might want to like keep him around the court for a while. The problem with England is that it has an election. So that means that even if you put someone in charge of it, like they might not necessarily end up continuing to inherit it. Also interesting, a reformation of the of the Ainu faith over here. They might not necessarily be able to keep it because they'll just get elected out, but it's okay. Also, an Iceland conquest. Interesting. Give it a shot, I guess. England's in this war. The England is working with the Lords of Iceland. Oh, they're Catholic. I thought they would also be pagans, but they're Catholics. So keep in mind again that these archers are kind of like ridiculously insane. Might even get more of them. We don't have the money for it. Is it a new kingdom? Yes, this is a new kingdom. Let's see how this goes. He has the landing penalty, so I think he just gets wrecked. See, again, we stack so much advantage from being... this is because Cumbrian has stalwart defenders plus stoic. These two together are very strong. Stalwart defender plus stoic when you're defending the mountains. In these hills, our retinue archers get bonuses. We are being countered, but not enough for it to matter, I don't think. But, oh yeah, he's just getting destroyed. Wow. Okay, yeah, nothing to worry about there. Do we get any glory? We did get some glory. With the higher level Valiant, we do even more damage now. I'm just going to disband and wait for him to try again, because we completely stack wiped him there. I forgot to be shaping the realm. Hold on. I can still do it, though, thankfully. Totally forgot that we have an oath to fulfill. Kind of funny. Over here, I guess we can build blacksmiths for whatever we end up putting there. Then over here, I want forestry. And we should be able to squeeze through with this. I totally forgot we were doing this. We're looking good here. Getting our claim on the Inner Hebrides. I don't know why I'm fabricating a claim when I can literally just buy one because I have the Scholar trait, but it's fine. Is the goal Britannia using the Cumbrians? At this point it is, yeah. The first goal was just to make the kingdom, but that proved to be much easier than I thought it would be. To be clear, it was only difficult because we were actually playing as the historical ruler, which is this guy, Artgal the Old. And he is not very good as a character, and he has, like, very little opportunity to expand, but then we just kind of got a bit lucky with Ivar the Boneless, and we were able to take him out early, which made this much easier. I'm going to disband, and hope that Ireland will send troops against me, because I actually want to fight. Again, this is all just to farm glory. I want to engage in more battles, you know, that kind of thing. There we go, huge. Does it tell you how much glory you gain from battles in the details, maybe? That would be a nice thing, is if we could see the glory that we gain. Like, this guy, Andreas, is our acclaimed knight, and we don't see, like, how much glory he gained from the battle. I think if I were to leave some feedback, I guess, about the beta, like, obviously I'm really happy with it, but one more thing you could do just to really perfect it is to give information about glory gain from battles. Oh, England is attacking me. Oh, wow, okay. You think you can step to me, buddy? Bunch of money from Ireland. Oh no, actually no money. Oh no, I declared this war, right. I forgot that I was the attacker in this war. Gotta be careful about where we fight here. Ooh, yeah, don't walk into that. I'm gonna sit on this hill and see if he wants to come and fight. I'll fight in a forest. Oh, and Alba wants to invade. Dude, they all want to invade now. Oh, and I just captured the king. Okay. Well, I remember I said that if I captured him, I'd execute him, and I intend to hold true to that, so goodbye. I am forgiving, but sorry, buddy. This will cause, hopefully, mass chaos in the kingdom, which we can use to then invade. And the next king is already leading this army. We didn't capture him, but that's alright. This guy has had so many kids. See, we're going to push this guy's claim. He's going to have so many kids to help support him. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, this should be easy. Yeah, Scotland is nothing. I don't know what he was thinking. Thanks for the free money. I think that... So, this game lies to you a lot. I think we're going to win this battle handily. Let's see. Yeah, CK3's like battle prediction has always been very off. Anyway, that's the end of the war. Thanks for the 1,000 gold, buddy. No, I've died. Oh, rip, she drank herself to death. I think that there may have been other factors that contributed to her death besides the drinking. Not to say the drinking is totally fine, but... Anyway, I want to claim England for my I guess son-in-law is what he'd be, right? I wish I could claim it all for him at once. Like, wouldn't it be nice if he could take all this land for himself too, but it's fine. Also, we do have level 6 accolade guy. So this is a max level accolade. We could have given a level 1 accolade of a different type, but I prefer to have the tier 3. So now he doesn't get any better than this. He's at the max level. We have the max level squires. So these guys are going to be These guys are going to be like really good whenever he passes away. And then over on the other accolade, he's tier 3 Valiant, so even more damage for the army. These archers are going to be crazy. We'll look at them when we're actually in battles. We can get married to a woman that has a claim on Alba. I mean, I already have that set up via my primary heir, whose children will have claims too, but I guess we could do that. I don't know. I kind of want to marry for stats at this point. Actually, for the LARP, I think we just stay unmarried. There's no point to getting married again, right? We don't really have much of a purpose to it. This guy can be like, you know, a widow, or what is a widow when you're a guy? Is it still widow? I don't know. Point is that he doesn't need to be married. A widower? Okay, I see. Because the game always tells you should get married, but it's like, well, he already has a ton of kids. He loved his wife, and his wife passed away. He doesn't need a new wife. He's chill. It's not having a wife make dementia progress faster. So dementia is can be like held back by having friends and lovers. But a wife, I don't think is necessarily a friend or a lover. That being said, my wife was a lover, so losing her will make me potentially get dementia. But so far, he seems to be okay. So it looks like I didn't get disfigured, even though it said I did. That's good. Yeah, the new accolade system is great. I'm really glad it's here, because I love accolades as a system. Like in theory, but then in practice it was such a pain in the ass to ever use, but now it's like a good system and it's actually practical to use, so huge W on the part of Paradox for this one. Nice. Okay, so we're about to put we're gonna put the our guy Kenred on the throne of England. He's got a son, so this guy should be the one to inherit it. You know, it's an election. They have a Saxon election system. So it's possible that he won't inherit, he might get unelected, but hopefully he can figure something out. We can also take a hostage, but I don't really see much of the point for it, so we're just going to enforce the demands, and we're already allies, so we're going to join his wars as much as we can. And we have a hook on him too, so he's like our homie, he's our loyal hostage perpetual hook, and we put him on the throne. In his place, because he is no longer in our court, we got a randomly generated character. This is one of the squires. The squire was accomplished, so this guy didn't lose very much glory, and he's already ready to go. So, great. That's a good system. See, that's in the previous system, this actor would have become inactive, and then finding someone to replace it would have been a huge pain in the ass. But now it's like, hey, here's a new guy, and it's based on how experienced the squires are. The squires gain experience from gaining, like here we can show the modifiers on this guy's squires. It's mostly from how much glory has been gained by the current knight. So over time, like unless you keep on fighting, you will eventually lose the glory on your accolades as the guys die. Now, what I'm hoping for low-key is that he gets a massive civil war, because then we can go in and help him and win it for him, and like he'll just, you know, he'll have even more power that way. So we're kind of hoping for that. But this is nice because it's a Cumbrian king, and even if he like fails to win the elections, we still are gonna have like a family of people that are going to like rule over England. Although funnily enough, the King of Ireland is married to my daughter. He must set that marriage up, which means now there's gonna be, assuming that he can have kids with her before he dies of his, you know, fragile bones, there will be kids that'll have claims on us, but it's okay. Okay, I got Withering Mind, so we're starting to get dementia. It's okay though. We can just do more activities and try to keep active, try to reduce it. The game tells you how to reduce them in theory by showing you if you mouse over the mitigated. This tells you how you can reduce it. So we should go do some traveling, we should make some friends, you know, there are various ways, but basically, you know, there are ways to reduce our dementia. I have cancer. Oh, okay, well, that's sad. Just do know what's necessary, we just, because you're not really going to be able to get rid of it. So just see that that's shown as negative. But looks like we still have okay health despite the cancer. In a way though, getting the cancer is kind of nice because it means that if we get super dementia ridden, we'll die earlier. Because obviously having dementia makes your character quite useless. And now we're friends. Oh yeah. From rivals to friends. And fellow kings. And his heir, so the current person being elected to rule is the son of the brother that, remember this guy that we put in charge in York? His son is now winning the election to become King of England, but he became Anglo-Saxon. So it's like, he betrayed the family, I guess, in a way. He even made a cadet branch. So bro, like, betrayed the family, and is now raising Saxons, and he might become the next King of England, maybe. That's funny. He's getting coronated. Can I make it in time? If I do like, if I get the right person, maybe. There's like no shot I'm gonna be able to make it in time. Damn, I'm sad I missed his coronation, but yeah. I hate to see it. Oh well, it's okay. We missed his coronation, but I'm sure he'll be fine without us. Damn, he turned his son into an accolade as well. That's nice. He is managing to elect his son, by the way. Look at that. Very nice. He got denounced by his family. I mean, this makes sense, dude. The cinema just makes itself, dude. So the Wessex family, who, you know, we fought various kings from this family. We used to be friends with Alfred. We worked with Alfred to conquer much of the Vikings here, but then afterwards, we fought against the House Wessex to put our like puppet, our puppet prince on the throne, and they denounced him for it, which makes a lot of sense. The current head of the dynasty and the house is this guy, which I believe is the previous, like yeah, he's the son of the king that we executed. So this guy is watching his, I guess that's his uncle. Yes, he's watching his uncle, who has been puppeteered by the Cumbrians, and is Cumbrian himself, take over the kingdom, and he denounced him for it. It's cool. It's very cool. Of course, I will help you, my friend. Against Ireland, we just totally wiped his army. What is this war for? He's invading, bro. This guy is crazy. I thought I'd have to help him protect himself, but no, we're just he's doing his own thing. I guess he is a very good character. I mean, look at his stats. To be fair, he has those stats because I raised him. I am his guardian after all, or was his guardian. So it makes a lot of sense. Oh, he changed his title to Wales. This is probably because Brythonic heritage prefers Wales. Prefers that as the primary title, but yeah. Okay, infirm now. All right, we're getting to the point where it's time to die now. It seems. Yeah, here we go. We're dying. This is gonna be the end of Ukith. And honestly, I know we could unite Britannia, but part of me is like, what if we ended it off after this? Like, we've kind of, I think we did a great job of playing Cumbria and doing some crazy stuff here. So we got a bunch of ransoms to pay, apparently. Hold on. To me, this kind of feels like a complete story with this guy's death. Although maybe we play one more character. How long have we been streaming? It's only been 3 hours, so we have a bit more time then. Okay, we have a bit more time. But yeah. We could go and conquer the rest of it, but I died dead within a year. Okay, one last year with this guy. Let's see what the rule of his heir is like. This is Ukith the Sixth, although he'll be the second of Cumbria. So he'll be Ukith the Sixth of the Isles, the second of Cumbria. I think is how you'd actually word that. He has the claim on England, but like, will he go against this guy? I guess it depends what his relationship is like with him whenever we play as him. It does look like the House Wessex is getting back, like they're not re-electing the Cumbrian guys. Well, no, they are. They're not electing. Interesting. It looks like Wales is getting a different election because they got Tanistry on that one. Bro is complicating the elections a little bit, unfortunately. Ukith the First of Cumbria has finally found peace at 75 years of age. He died of old age, a hollowed shell of his former self. He had long lost his wits by the time of his final passing. You say that, but he only had tier 1 dementia. Come on, he wasn't doing that bad. He was just a little bit forgetful, Like, he was, his bones hurt a little bit, but he wasn't doing too terribly. Oh well, I guess. This is Ukith the Second. Also a good character, but missing an arm, unfortunately. So now Alfred's my grandfather, by the way. We should point that out, that this is the coming together of the houses. Alfred's my grandfather. My uncle was this guy, then my mother was, Osber. Right. Cool. So we have like a familial connection. This guy's my cousin. So we did a little bit of inbreeding, as we mentioned. This guy's my cousin and brother-in-law. And, it's a little bit sus, but interesting. My heir... Okay, now it's getting confusing. Now it's getting confusing, guys. My heir is Kinu, who is the son of my cousin. So I guess because we have elections, right, we can just elect ours. We can just pick who the heir is. So we can choose to play as the same. We can unite the family lines in the more true way. Or we can actually play as the children of our cousin here, which would be our sister's children. So yeah, nephews. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm drawing the family tree in my head, and it's beginning to make sense. In fact, I kind of want to look at the family tree. So let's see. Yeah, so this is the wife of the King of Wales in England. We'll see how that turns out, I guess, as we decide who we want to elect. Keep in mind this guy has one arm, by the way. Poor guy. There's the crown. Now, what oath are we taking? Prepare the air? Nah. Could shape the realm again. Expand the realm. If we expand the realm, this would make sense for us to conquer England. So, is that going to be our play? Like, do we want to play off of this guy's birthright to England? Does it make sense given his character traits? I feel like, no, I think that given his education, it would make a lot of sense for him to want to pursue the conquest of England. Only got one arm? It's true, he is maimed, so... What about Alba? That's true, actually, yeah, he would want to conquer Alba, but looks like we're allies? Right, because I'm married to this girl, who's gonna die soon. So damn, this guy's got max level fragile bones. Damn, poor guy. Minus 24 years of life expectancy. I think, yeah, we'll do expand the realm, sure. Okay, and she just died. Well, no need to divorce her now, she's dead. Now we're not allied anymore. But I don't, yeah, so my daughters have claims, but alas, they're hard to push. I would need, like, I would need there to be, like, a regency or something to be able to push it. Because it's a daughter's claim. Well, I guess we can invade for England. This would be fine, right? But then it's like, why did we even put this guy in charge? I guess it was just... Maybe it's like what the hopes of King Ukid here had hoped that there'd be like friendship between them, but then Ukid II got greedy. But it doesn't make sense given his characteristics. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, I think... for our election, let's pick one of these dudes that's like ruling down here, because it makes sense because he only has daughters, so he maybe wouldn't want to elect any of his daughters. So instead, he's going to choose to elect his cousins. This guy a good character? It's like okay. Let me see, of the kids here, okay, he only has one son. This is the only son that would reasonably be able to win the election. And I guess he's alright. He isn't a claimed knight, which is fine. He could get his head caved in or something in a war. Well, we'll take the gamble on that. Maybe the climactic end is we do invade. I think actually we do invade our cousin. We take over England and we make a hybrid culture. Maybe that's our climactic end, right? That makes the most sense, I suppose. I think a big battle is a nice way to end things off, so we'll do that. Here we go. Okay, we learned Anglic. Look at that, we learned the English language, so now it makes sense that we're invading into England. Yeah, I would say this is a climactic battle, but ultimately, like, we're so powerful compared to this guy. And I don't want to end it at 90%. Let's go for another battle. Beautiful. And then, I don't know, we can end it, I guess, at 93% now that we had that final battle. Okay, so that's the W, we win. Alright. Look at that. Big Cumbria. We do actually have Alfred's crown, by the way, which is funny. We have the crown of Alfred. But probably not going to wear it over my Cumbrian crown. This guy is requesting the Kingdom of England. Oh my goodness. My brother... what the hell? He's just like, can you please give me England? It's a bit bold. I'm not going to be giving this guy England. Only getting a weak hook for that is hilarious, yeah. He's like, can I have that? No. I'm sorry. You cannot have it. And then he got sick, bro. We gave him the ick afterwards. Here comes the conversion list. So we're going to have the more, like, cohesive Cumbrian culture spread. That's a very, like, cohesive spread, if you ask me. You know what I mean? That's nice looking. Wait, did he make him co-king or something? Is this why he's got the crown on? Are you the... Yeah, is he the regent? I don't know. He's got this crown. Makes me think he's the co-king. Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. Look at that. He made him the co-king. That's fun. So so right now he's the, like, co-king of Wales, but he's gonna be the actual king of Cumbria very soon. Also free money from the Northerners. Hell yeah. Ah, we just died. There it is. Okay. This is King Keneu. I'm not sure how you pronounce the C's in this case, but King Ukid II of Cumbria rests in the arms of the Lord at 69 years of age. Nice. He tripped and fell to his death. Poor guy. He tripped and fell. Devoted to the understanding of the human body and mind, he was a respected physician sought after by many young scholars for his encyclopedic knowledge of nature and humors. Nice. He was in fact a doctor. It's true. Anyway, there's Keneu, the previous co-king. In fact, I still am the co-monarch. This would be if there were such mechanics if there were mechanics to simulate this, This would be very interesting, because now I'm my own king, but I'm also like the co-king of Wales, which makes sense, because once this guy dies, my father, I'll have a claim to Wales, and I can claim it myself, right? In fact, I have an implicit claim to Wales. I can just take it whenever I want. And I guess we can just attack our father right away. We don't have to necessarily wait. At the same time, though, it feels more interesting if we wait for him to die, but we're not necessarily even going to inherit, because the House Wessex, they're trying to maintain their hold. I guess in that case, let's hurry this along. Let's take our claim. Betray our father, you know. This archer build is just so crazy, by the way, the amount of power we have with this level 3 archer. Insane. Oh, lost someone that we cared about, I suppose. Herbalist, that's good. I'll fight my father on the battlefield. Look at this. Well, I'm not leading the army because I'm not an amazing commander, but, you know, let's just say that I'm there, maybe. Just win and you'll win. Yeah, this guy gets it. So what was that? Who followed? Thanks for the follow, Hound Dog CO7. Appreciate it. And the Theologian. Okay. And there we go. There's Wales claimed. And like before, I am going to remove the Tile Succession. Oh, he already had Tanistry on it. Never mind. Okay, well. Rip. I wanted to get rid of it because I thought it was Saxon, but it was Tanistry already. Can I become the... Actually, can I just become Emperor of Britannia? I can. So actually, we can get our de jure CB by just going Emperor. That'll be how we do this. Okay. Great. Just gotta save some money. So let's stay at peace for 5 years, save up some money, and then become the Emperor. Which means we can do another oath afterwards, by the way. That'll be good. We should also do a hybrid culture at some point. I don't know when exactly, but at some point we'll do a hybrid culture. Alright, we can finish up with Private Army, which means we can get Honor Guards. Or the House Guards, sorry. These guys are really strong. But I think we want to save our money right now, so we're not going to hire any. I think we do just grab Adaptive Skirmishers. This just feels very accurate to the way that we've run the entire military this whole campaign. Also, stacking even more archer damage. How do you say no to that, right? There we go. Pieces insured. And now we are literally just waiting for the money to be able to make the Empire of Britannia, so that we can reclaim Britannia. We don't quite rule all of Britannia yet, but we have enough that we can proclaim ourselves the ruler of all Britannia. There you go. So we can get another oath if we want to now. But more importantly, put the Tanistry on this. Okay, there you go. And I don't know who we'll elect yet. We'll figure that out later. But now we can do... Oh, do we not have de jure wars? Really? Do we not have that innovation? Is that from... Is that in Tribal? We don't have Casus Belli? Okay, it'll take 4 years. Oh well. Okay, so I was gonna say, now we begin the last handful of wars to end this campaign, but we don't have the tech for it, so we gotta wait a little bit longer. A couple years, and then we can do it. Also, what should we name this? I don't know what... I mean, Britannia is a reasonable name, I guess, given our culture, but... Like, if anyone has an alternative name, speak now, or... I guess not forever hold your peace, but hold it for a bit. You guys want to just get vassalized, by the way? This guy... Okay, we can just vassalize Ireland. That's easy. Great Strathclyde? Oh, man. That's a funny name. So yeah, we'll just... Ireland gets to be like a constituent member of the crown. And that just leaves Alba, and would they be willing to get vassalized? Probably not ever. Unless maybe we can become friends. Maybe we friend our way into ruling this. Verdane, that's what Britannia is in Welsh. Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense. In terms of languages that are close to Welsh, I mean, or close to Cumbrian, Welsh is going to be up there, so... Hit them with the Verdane. I'm cool with that, yeah. It's basically just a different spelling of Brittany, by the way, or Britannia. I guess we could also make it more like a yellow, because Cumbria is more yellow, but maybe more of like a greenish yellow. Brittany is base Brythonic. Pretty much, yeah. That's like the tribe that the Romans decided to name the whole island after. Oh, shit. Right. I forgot that there's a Scourge of the Gods on the loose. So I think we have to go and fight for the, like, glory of Christendom or something right now. Or something like that. This is a great way to get some more accolade experience, which by the way we can make another one. Because we upgraded our tier. So a fanatic feels fitting, given what we're about to do. So let's grab this guy, 19-year-old. He's a family member. I don't know how he's related, but fanatic. Look at that, new guy. Let's show these guys the power of archers. It is Cymru as well, some of the Welsh Cymru. Yeah, that would have worked too. There are many possible names that would all be acceptable. Also, oh my god, what the hell? Okay, probably had the landing penalty. I got stack wiped! What the fuck? Ripperino, dude. Just got stack wiped. Great start. Great start. That's what happens if you don't wait for the naval penalty. That wasn't even against the actual guy we're fighting. That was against, like, Lotharingia, who for some reason was hostile towards us. I assume she was fighting France. I have my doubts about how well we can fight these guys off. Are there any hills nearby? I need a hill, please. There's no hills here. Can we? Okay, well maybe we can sit in Paris, or never mind. He has control of Paris. Are there any good defensive buildings around here? Let's go sit on in Namur and see if we can win. This is the open beta, and it is vanilla. Yes, I will lead. Now, what do you guys think? Think we have a chance here? Let's see. Let's see how this fight goes. There's absolutely no shot. Alright, well, yeah, we just get stack wiped again. Yeah, no, Scourge of the Gods is strong. Rip France. Nice knowing you. We don't have the jury CB yet, right? That would let us do it, like, in one war, but... We're gonna have it in 5 months. Okay, I'm willing to wait 5 months to just to jury CB it. There is a crusade for France, though. There's no shot, man. This guy's way too strong. He's currently invading the Byzantines and probably winning handily. Okay, I think we got the CB. Do I take a duchy at a time though? Well, okay. And there's a serial killer in the castle. It just keeps getting more interesting. AS Volt, I guess. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat this guy. To be fair, he is distracted by several wars. So maybe it's possible, but I don't see it being. Also, we could just become a baddie. Oh my goodness. Just abandon the crusade. This guy does look sick with the Great Helm on. Looks real good. Okay, there we go. Claim that. And disband the army, it's too expensive. Give it out to... doesn't matter who. I guess actually I can hold like most of this, so... Sure. Do actually have the domain limit for it. It is nice that friends are more useful, yes, because friends help to mitigate the Withering Mind. Same with lovers too. Both of them work pretty well, which is good. Like, it's always nice to see things that were originally more or less just there for roleplay be turned into like mechanically useful things in the game. Well, this guy would accept. Oh, okay. Well, vassal. And that, I believe, means we can reclaim Britannia. I didn't realize that he was willing to get vassalized so easily, but we should build the Britannia now, but we just have to make a hybrid culture so that we can convert all the Anglo-Saxon powerful vassals that we have. So we're going to do that. We have 100% acceptance, by the way, which is really cool. We're going to obviously keep Brythonic, and then we'll take the bureaucratic ethos. And here's the traditions. The herds plus longbow competitions is interesting. City keepers, I don't know about that. We're gonna get rid of Wind and the Gamut. Stalwart defenders for sure. And then instead of poetry, maybe we take forestry folks. Right, but we were working on 13 months for adaptive skirmish. We want to keep this for sure. So I think we wait another year, which I believe will survive just in case. I'm gonna take medicine focus, because that should push me to live another year at least, right? So we're going to wait for adaptive skirmishers so that we can have this as part of our new culture. While we're waiting on that, somebody think of a good name for the culture, by the way. Britain, maybe? Yeah, we could just do, like, Brittany or something like that. But, like, how much do we want to reflect the inclusion of, like, the Anglo-Saxon ethos into it, right? Because we are taking on some of this Germanic influence. We're not just, like, you know, I don't know. Brythonic is the cop-out. Like, that's the easy one. Because it's like, it's just the name of the heritage. Part of me really likes the word, like, Bretwalda, which you might remember, this is the term in Saxon, like, Old Saxon for like, the king of all Britain kind of thing. I kind of like the idea of calling it Bretwalda culture, because what are we to the Saxons? We are kings, right? When you think about what a culture is named, it tends to be whatever the perception of that culture was to those that gave it the name. And I think maybe like in terms of an endonym, like the name they call themselves, they still call themselves Cumbrian or Cymru or Brittoni or whatever they want to call themselves. that kind of thing. But there's a cooler exonym we can use, like the Bretwalda people. These are like the kings, you know? That sort of thing. This could be the Bretwalders. And the Bretwaldan, something like that, right? To me, that it just sounds like a clue, even if it's not necessarily like it's an exonym, pretty much. They wouldn't be calling themselves by an Anglo-Saxon word, but I like it, you know? Britain is called Braden in Cumbrian. Oh, good to know. Okay. Either way, let's grab, finally, Adaptive Skirmishers. So we're gonna have Highland Warriors, Stalwart Defenders. Maybe we can get rid of Highland Warriors. Change the T to a D. Ooh. Bretwalda. Yeah, we could try to, like, Celtify the word Bretwalda. Bretwalda, like that with a D. I think that actually does work, yeah. It gives it just that little bit of flavor, you know? I like it. Okay. Instead of Highland Warriors, I think it's actually maybe more fitting to grab, like, maybe we keep a slot open, and then we keep a slot open and put something else in there at the last minute. I do like putting herds in, because this feels fitting. Because that's like the Anglo-Saxon influence. Don't like city keepers much. As for aesthetics, I think we only take the Cumbrian name. This is definitely a Brythonic culture, okay? So I think we keep Cumbrian. This seems good. Forest folk, herds of skirmish longbow. This is like a super longbow culture. It's kind of crazy. Cumbria. Oh, I see. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I just say how I say it. Anyway, let's click this. Because we have 100% acceptance, we should see a pretty massive cultural swap here. So get ready for this. Alright. Look at that. It's a huge culture. I love that. The entire original Cumbrian culture has been eradicated immediately. But yeah, there you go. That's a nice culture spread. And I like the name too. The name actually works better than I thought it would. Now, if we were to add another tradition to it, we only have 2,000 to work with, but it does look like with the Vikings 2067. It does, yeah. It does have that vibe. If we were to add another one, I mean, it could do like Seafarers. This could be for the Norse vibe, you know? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we just go Maritime Mercantilism. Sort of. I feel like that could show some of the Norse influence, right? It's simple, but sometimes simple is good. We just grab it. This is, you know, that Norse influence kind of thing. Now, in terms of reclaiming Britannia, I believe we have like one vassal who isn't the right culture. See, this guy, he is Bretwalda. This guy is Irish, and that counts. Swedish, that's a problem. Cornish, that counts. And then we have another Norse guy. So to fix this, because we could like try to culture convert these guys, but I don't have a lot of time left before I like kind of want to go. So I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the vassal of the wrong culture underneath the King of Ireland. If this were a campaign we were to continue, this would be a bad idea. But I just want this campaign to kind of be done now. Let's see. So now we can do this when we're at war. So we have to wait for the Crusade to end, then we can do this. Let's personalize our coastline. Anyway, oh yeah, in terms of the actual gameplay, it's a very good decision. But I was thinking more about the roleplay, right? Once the war ends, we can reclaim Britannia, and then we're good to go. Oh my god, we're actually gonna have a kid. What the hell? I didn't think that was gonna happen. Alright, can the Crusade end already? Yeah, there you go. That should end the Crusade. Beautiful. And now, we click Reclaim Britannia, become Pendragon. Beautiful. Praise be the ancestors. Gained a True Hero Legend Seed, and then can we also relocate our jury capital? It would cost a lot of prestige. Okay, don't worry about that then. This culture ended up being pretty nice. I like it. And the Archer build, of course, was very powerful. Stalwart Defenders, plus Stoic, plus Archers in Hills. Beyond that, we can look at maybe quickly the religion map mode. So obviously Islam has come to Europe because of the Conqueror. Beyond that, we have... Wow, okay, actual Zoroastrian revival. Didn't expect this. Look at that. And it's like, it's not just in like the Nomad area, like Persia has been Khurmazdi'd, which is cool. That is very cool. I don't see that very often. Confucianism, what the heck happened here? You know how China's normally like full of different kinds of Buddhism? I think that they went the Confucian route this time, completely though. Normally, China is just full of like various, many kinds of Buddhism. It seems did they do a bunch of legend like that? It seems like this guy just spammed out holy legends, which is a common tactic. But thanks to that, we have a a huge Shiwei Confucian nomad up here. I got confused, I guess so. Tengri in India, I didn't see that. Oh my goodness. Oh man, what? There must be a story behind this, but the Shiwei Mongols, they made their way into eastern India. That's really hilarious. Apostolic is big, yeah, true. Apostolic is big. Asatru's still going strong, but they do have a little Jewish enclave in here. Again, not sure, I guess it must have been religious exiles, how they got that, but yeah. Khuzarites doing fine. Well, Denzian's up here. Look at that. Must just be the vassals, or maybe maybe this was exiles as well. Could be that. I had fun on my Ainu playthrough. Makes sense. I can see it being pretty fun. A little bit of Asatru out here. Catholic White Rus though. Oh, I didn't even notice yet. Hold on, Catholic Russia. Didn't even see that per se. And Kurmaz to like Bulgaria. Oh my god. No, it's Khazar. Oh my god. Like Zoroastrian Turks have invaded the Danube. Damn. Also the okay, this is diverge culture. That was a hybrid. That's something right there. But he's ruled by Apostolic though. It's a Christian dude ruling over some Zoroastrians. But there is a Khan here at least though. That's an insane combo. I think this might be the highlight for me. Is the Tengri India. Well, okay, I said no, it's gotta be the Kormaz to like Persia and the Kormaz to Bulgaria.
With that, the story of Cumbria's rise comes to an end. Through the proper navigation of the ever-shifting alliances of Britain, the Alt-Clit house came out on top. At times, they aligned with the Norse, other times the Saxons, but at all times, their objective remained clear: to reclaim Britannia and restore their lineage. With the Muslim conquest of France, there's a lot of anxiety about the future of Britannia should the Muslim conquerors decide to cross the Channel, but should that day ever come, the Cumbrians will fight just as fiercely as they always have. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want more, check out a little April Fool's video I did as Matilda di Canossa, where we both romanced and executed many popes, became an empress, and changed the Christian world forever. Thank you for your time.